Dr. Sharad Sharaf, it's an opportunity for us to, I should say, great opportunity rather, to have you here. You are an alum of IIT Bombay, and you're also the chairman of Jammu IIT, and of course overseeing chair as IIT Bombay as well. I think it will be pertinent to ask you some overarching questions about the ecosystem of IITs itself, since you have been there for such a long time. The evolution, obviously, is going on. But more importantly, I think the seeds that germinated into the IIT system has bore tremendous fruits, and you see that here in the US, especially of the successes of IIT alumni. And here at the PanIIT conference, you are participating. This is the labor of love of all these alumni. So, two-part question, if I may. One is the fundamentals with which IITs were formed, and obviously the achievements then of the alumni in the US especially.
Yeah, the issue of involvement of IIT up to this level of excellence is in two parts. One is the student intake. So almost 1 million students would apply, and in IIT, the lower joint entrance exam, out of which 200,000 go to the advanced joint entrance exam. Out of that, only about 10,000 or 12,000 get selected. So you can see that cream of the cream is selected into IIT. So one is you are starting with very bright minds. The second is the excellent faculty that IITs have been able to attract. And that's absolutely outstanding. I have watched this for last over 50 years because I am 1969 graduate. So I've been intimately connected with IIT Bombay ever since. So I know that the best of faculty in India is in the 5 old IITs and now as well as new IITs. Almost over nearly 90% of the faculty is from US or from Europe, migrated from there. So they bring in with them a lot of knowledge, a lot of interest and passion. Otherwise they would not have shifted from their ecosystem. So there is a proper ecosystem. The other issue, side issue rather, is excellent support being given by the government. So Government of India, among all its systems, different departments, different ministries, the IIT system is the most robust, and it is driven by IIT Act of 1962, wherein the basic rules and basic law was already established. And since it's an act of parliament, it cannot be changed unless it goes back to the parliament for amendment. So no individual, otherwise, not even a minister can change this act. Under this act, there becomes a IIT council. So this council consists of chaired by the Minister of Education, and it consists of directors of all the 23 IITs, chairmen of all the 23 IITs, various secretaries involved and so on. So this council is the main body which controls all the 23 IITs, and they are doing a great job, I would say. So there is a lot of, academic side, all IITs are completely free to take up their own courses, decide on their own departments and so on. There's complete freedom there. As far as the administrative side, except for some financial issues and some issues of societal interest, which means being a public body, it must ensure that everybody, all sections of society are given proper representation. So there are some cases of reservations of different groups and different classes which are there, but that still we don't compromise on the quality. So if you belong to a particular group wherein there is a reservation for you, but if we are not able to get a candidate who meets the minimum basic requirement of the quality, he is not taken in. So same applies to the students also. So there is a proper meritocracy, and which sustains the excellence in IIT, and that is why we produce a very successful graduates from IIT. Some of them are extraordinary entrepreneurs. Others are CEOs and managing directors and so on of corporates. Not only here in US, but even in India, large number of corporates are manned by IIT alumni.
I wanted to bring your attention to learning from you how you see the achievements of the alumni across the globe, but in particular in the US.
Yeah, the alumni in US have been a very successful lot. It's because of their sheer hard work, their sheer desire to survive and make it big in a country of their choice. And the best part is the ecosystem that was provided to them for research and for developing their own industry or doing their own business, or even in the professional life. So US provides an excellent ecosystem, an excellent support system for the bright minds to develop. Let's put it like this. So here, if you have something in your brain, it flowers in. So that's why they've all succeeded.
Yeah.
Almost everybody has succeeded here.
There are different ways of giving back to the alma maters, right? US has a big legacy of their alumni giving back tremendously to their alma maters. And IITians have done a great job equally. And PanIIT has been at the forefront of this. This movement has been started 20 years ago, as you know. Your thoughts on PanIIT and in this conference?
Yes, this is a very important and interesting question, because every single alumni, deep in his heart, has the interest of giving back. It is simply because what I've said this before on various forums when my interaction with the alumni. You see, IITs are like Gurukul in the Indian system, where you come and study, somebody pays for you. And the fees that the institute charges, the cost that institute tries to recover from the student there is minuscule. For example, in Bombay IIT, the government spends almost 9 lakh rupees, 900,000 rupees per student. So that's a lot of money. And we have 13,500 students. So everyone knows that. Every alumni knows that. So he feels a kind of debt to his alma mater. And therefore, he pays more than what he would have paid as interest if he had taken a loan during his study in IIT. So if he had taken a loan during it, he would have calculated, okay, I have taken a loan of so many dollars or so many rupees, and now at the rate of interest of so much, I need to pay. Nobody does that calculation. The alumni do the reverse calculation of the ability to pay back, So somebody has an ability to pay back $100, somebody has ability to pay back $100,000 or $1 million. And we've been seeing cases where alumni have paid back in millions of dollars because they could afford to do it. And there are others who are paying as low as $5,000, $1,000. Well, that's also welcome. So that is one. Secondly, we have established a very good mechanism. Almost all IITs have their foundation here with 501c3 company. And that permits them to take tax benefit on whatever they pay back to IIT. That makes things very simple. So whatever money comes in the foundation, it automatically goes to the IIT for which the foundation was created. So in Bombay IIT, we have IIT Bombay Heritage Fund. Jammu IIT, we have IIT Jammu Foundation. Gandhinagar has Gandhinagar Foundation, and so on. So each IIT has a foundation here. And that foundation is required because only a local foundation can get that 501c3 permission. So that is how it is done. And, we are having very generous group of IIT alumni who are funding the alma mater.
It's been a pleasure, Dr. Sharaf. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your thoughts. You have had a long and distinguished service. I wish you all the health and luck to continue to serve.
Thank you very much.